Hey Taurus, I need to talk to you about something that came up in this reading, and honestly, it surprised even me. So I was shuffling the cards asking about your romantic situation, and the energy that kept coming through was really specific. There is someone who cannot stop thinking about you right now. And here is where it gets interesting. This person is in a committed situation. They might be married or in a serious long-term relationship, but the thoughts they have about you are consuming them in ways they did not expect. Before I get into the cards, I want to say that this reading is about understanding energy and what is happening beneath the surface. I am not here to tell you what to do with this information. That is completely your choice and your journey. I am just here to share what the cards are revealing about this person's internal world and the situation unfolding around you. All right, let me share what came through because the cards were incredibly clear about this whole dynamic. The first card I pulled is the Ace of Pentacles, and when this showed up, I had to pause for a second because this card is about new beginnings in the material world, right? It represents solid foundations, real-world manifestations, tangible opportunities. But in the context of this reading, it is showing me that this person sees you as something real and substantial. You are not just a passing fantasy to them. The way they think about you has weight to it. It has substance. What I am picking up here is that this person is in their committed relationship, going through the motions of their daily life. But when they think about you, something shifts inside them. The Ace of Pentacles suggests they see potential with you. Real potential. Not just emotional or spiritual, but actual life potential. They might catch themselves imagining what a life with you could look like. What it would feel like to build something tangible with you. To have something real and grounded. The interesting thing about the Ace of Pentacles in this position is that it represents the seed of something. It has not grown yet. It has not manifested, but the seed is there, planted in their mind, and it is taking root whether they want it to or not. Every time they see you or think about you, that seed gets a little bit of water, a little bit of sunlight. They might be trying to ignore it, trying to focus on their current commitment, but the thoughts keep coming back. I am also getting that this person values stability and security. The Pentacles suit is all about the physical realm, about what we can touch and hold and build. So for them to be having these thoughts about you means something significant. They are not the type to let their mind wander into fantasy easily. They are practical, grounded, maybe even a little cautious about matters of the heart. But you have gotten under their skin in a way that feels different to them. It feels like you represent something they have been missing, something authentic and valuable that their current situation is not providing. There is also this energy of them thinking about what they could offer you. The Ace of Pentacles can represent gifts, resources, the ability to provide and create security. They might find themselves thinking about how they could make your life better, what they could bring to your world, how they could build something meaningful with you. These are the kinds of thoughts that keep them up at night because they know they should not be having them, but they cannot help it. The second card that came out is the Emperor, and this one is really telling because the Emperor represents authority, structure, control, and leadership. In this reading, it is showing me that this person is someone who is used to being in control of their life. They have built their world carefully. They have established their relationship, maybe their family, their career, their reputation. Everything has its place, and they have worked hard to maintain that structure. But here is what is happening. You are representing something that challenges that control. The thoughts they have about you are not fitting neatly into the boxes they have created for their life. And for someone who values order and structure as much as the Emperor does, this is deeply unsettling. I am getting that they might be someone who appears very put together on the outside. Strong, confident, in charge. But internally, there is this battle happening. The Emperor energy suggests they are trying to rationalize these feelings. They are probably telling themselves all the logical reasons why they should not be thinking about you. They might be listing out their responsibilities, their commitments, everything they have built. They are trying to use logic and reason to control these emotions, but the heart does not always listen to logic, does it? What I find really interesting here is that the Emperor also represents masculine energy and action. This person might be someone who is used to going after what they want. They are decisive, they make things happen. But right now, they are in this really complicated position where they want to act on these feelings, but they know they cannot or should not. So there is this tension between their desire to pursue you and their commitment to maintaining the structure of their current life. I am also picking up that this person might be in a position of authority or leadership in their life. Maybe they are established in their career. Maybe they are the head of their household. Maybe they just carry themselves with that kind of energy. People probably see them as reliable, responsible, someone who has it all figured out. But when it comes to you, they feel anything but in control. You have shaken something loose in them that they did not know was there. There is also this layer where the Emperor can represent protection and security. This person might be thinking about how they want to protect you, provide for you, create a sense of security with you. But at the same time, they are bound by their existing commitments. So these protective instincts, these desires to be there for you in a real way, they stay trapped inside their mind. They play out scenarios in their head instead of in real life. The third card I pulled is the Star, and oh, this one hit me because the Star is about hope, inspiration, and divine timing. When the Star shows up in a reading like this, it is telling me that you represent hope to this person. In a life that might feel routine or even stagnant in some ways, you are like a breath of fresh air. You inspire them. You make them feel alive in ways they had forgotten they could feel. The Star is also about healing and renewal. I am getting that this person might be going through something in their current relationship where they feel disconnected or unfulfilled in some way. And then you came into their awareness and suddenly, they remember what it feels like to feel that spark, that connection, that sense of possibility. You are not trying to be their savior or anything like that, but your energy, your presence, it has awakened something in them. What is really beautiful and also really complicated about the Star energy is that it represents authenticity and being true to yourself. This person sees you as someone who is genuine, who shines with your own light. And that quality is magnetic to them because maybe in their current situation they feel like they have lost touch with that authentic part of themselves. They have played the role for so long that they forgot who they really are underneath all the obligations and expectations. I am also getting that when they think about you, they feel hopeful. Even though the situation feels impossible, even though they are committed elsewhere, there is this part of them that wonders if maybe somehow things could be different. The Star is about faith in the universe, about trusting that things unfold as they are meant to. So they might be having these thoughts like, what if this is a sign? What if there is a reason we crossed paths? What if timing works out somehow? The Star also represents clarity and truth. Deep down, this person knows that what they feel for you is real. It is not just physical attraction or a fleeting crush. There is something deeper there, something that resonates at a soul level. And that is what makes it so hard for them to dismiss these thoughts. They cannot just write it off as a moment of weakness or a midlife crisis or whatever excuse they try to tell themselves. The connection feels too real, too significant. There is also this energy of them seeing you as someone who could help them become a better version of themselves. The Star is about aspiration and reaching for something higher. When they think about you, they think about growth, about possibility, about who they could be if they allowed themselves to explore this connection. But again, they are held back by their current reality. So all of this stays in the realm of thought and possibility rather than action. Now, the fourth card that came through is the Eight of Cups, and this card really shows me the internal struggle this person is going through. The Eight of Cups is about walking away from something that no longer serves you, about seeking deeper meaning and fulfillment. In this reading, it is showing me that this person is questioning their current situation in ways they probably have not before. Meeting you or becoming aware of you has triggered something in them. They are looking at their relationship, their life, what they have built, and they are asking themselves if this is really what they want. If this is really fulfilling them. The Eight of Cups suggests they are recognizing that something is missing. There is an emotional void that their current relationship is not filling. And thoughts of you have highlighted that void in a way they can no longer ignore. I want to be really clear here. I am not saying this person is necessarily going to leave their relationship. The Eight of Cups is about the internal journey, the realization, the questioning. Whether they act on it or not is a completely different matter. But what I am picking up is that they are in this space of deep contemplation. They are lying awake at night thinking about you, thinking about their life, wondering what it all means. The Eight of Cups also carries this energy of searching for something more authentic and meaningful. This person might have settled into their relationship for practical reasons, for stability, for comfort, maybe even because it was the expected thing to do. But now they are wondering if practical and comfortable is enough. Because when they think about you, they feel something different. They feel excitement, possibility, a depth of connection that makes their current situation feel flat by comparison. What is interesting is that the figure in the Eight of Cups is walking away at night, under the moon, which suggests this is a private, internal process. This person is not broadcasting their doubts or their feelings to the world. On the surface, they might seem completely fine, completely committed to their relationship. But inside, they are on this journey of questioning and seeking. And a lot of that journey involves thoughts of you. I am also getting that they might be feeling guilty about these thoughts. The Eight of Cups can carry some melancholy with it, some sadness about what has to be left behind. So there is this push and pull happening where they think about you and feel alive and hopeful, but then they feel guilty for having those thoughts because of their commitment. They might be someone who takes their vows or promises seriously, so this internal conflict is really tearing them up. There is also this sense that they know on some level that they cannot keep living in this limbo forever. The Eight of Cups is about movement, about the journey towards something more aligned with your truth. So even though they are not taking action yet, there is this building energy, this sense that something has to shift eventually. They cannot just keep these thoughts locked away forever without it affecting them and their life in significant ways. The fifth card I pulled is the Page of Wands, and this brought such an interesting energy to the reading because the Page of Wands is about messages, communication, curiosity, and the spark of new ideas. In this context, it is showing me that this person is finding little ways to stay connected to you or to learn more about you. They are curious about you in a way that goes beyond surface-level attraction. If you are connected on social media, they are probably checking your profiles more than they would ever admit. They are paying attention to what you post, what you like, trying to piece together who you are and what your life is like. If you interact in person, they are remembering everything you say, every little detail, and thinking about it later. The Page of Wands is youthful and enthusiastic energy, so even though this person might be in a serious committed relationship when it comes to you, they feel this almost teenage level of fascination. I am also getting that they might be looking for signs or reasons to reach out to you. The Page of Wands often carries messages, so they might be crafting texts in their mind that they never send, or finding excuses to interact with you in ways that seem casual or innocent, but are really driven by this need to connect with you. They want to talk to you, get to know you better, but they have to be careful because of their situation. The Page of Wands also represents creative thinking and imagination. This person has an active fantasy life when it comes to you. They are imagining conversations you could have, experiences you could share, the chemistry between you. The Wand suit is passionate and fiery, so these are not just gentle daydreams. There is real heat and energy behind these thoughts. They might catch themselves getting lost in these fantasies and have to snap back to reality. What I find really telling about the Page of Wands here is that it suggests this person sees you as exciting and dynamic. You represent adventure and possibility to them. Their current relationship might feel predictable and routine, but you feel like something fresh and alive. You spark their curiosity and their passion in ways that their partner no longer does, or maybe never did in quite this way. There is also this energy of wanting to explore and discover. The Page of Wands is about new territories, new experiences. This person wants to explore what could be between you. They want to discover all the layers of who you are. But they are stuck on the outside looking in, limited to their thoughts and their observations, unable to fully engage because of their commitment. The sixth and final card is the Queen of Cups, and this card really brings everything together because the Queen of Cups is about deep emotional intelligence, intuition, and the capacity for profound emotional connection. This card is showing me that what this person feels for you is not superficial. It is not just physical attraction or a desire to escape their relationship. There is a real emotional and intuitive connection here that they recognize and feel deeply. The Queen of Cups is someone who feels everything intensely and authentically. In this reading, it is showing me that this person is experiencing emotions they might not have felt in years, or maybe have never felt quite like this before. When they think about you, they are not just thinking about surface-level things. They are feeling the potential for real emotional intimacy, for being truly seen and understood. And that is incredibly powerful and also incredibly dangerous for someone in a committed relationship. I am getting that this person values emotional connection highly, even if they have not been experiencing it in their current relationship. The Queen of Cups can sometimes indicate someone who has put their emotional needs aside to maintain harmony or stability. But you have reminded them that those needs exist and that they matter. You have awakened a part of them that has been dormant or suppressed. The Queen of Cups is also highly intuitive. This person might feel like there is a psychic or spiritual connection between you, like you understand each other on a level that does not require words. They might feel like you can see the real them, the person behind the roles and responsibilities they carry in their everyday life. And that kind of recognition, that kind of being truly seen, is addictive. Once you have felt it, it is hard to go back to relationships where that depth is missing. What is really significant about the Queen of Cups in this position is that it suggests this person is processing a lot of this internally through their emotional and intuitive channels. They might be someone who is very in touch with their feelings, or this situation is forcing them to become more in touch with their feelings. They are not just having surface-level thoughts about you. They are diving deep into what this all means, what they are truly feeling, what their heart is trying to tell them. The Queen of Cups also represents compassion and empathy. This person probably understands that this situation is complicated. They might even be empathetic to their partner, feeling torn between their commitment and these new feelings. But at the same time, they are being called to be honest with themselves about their emotional truth. And that truth is that they have developed real deep feelings for you that are not going away just because they are inconvenient or complicated. So Taurus, let me bring this all together for you. The cards are painting a really clear picture of someone who is in a committed relationship, but who cannot stop thinking about you because you represent something real and significant to them. This is not a casual crush or a passing distraction. Through the Ace of Pentacles, they see real potential with you. Through the Emperor, they are struggling with their need for control and structure versus these feelings they cannot control. Through the Star, you inspire hope and renewal in them. Through the Eight of Cups, they are questioning their current path and wondering if they need to seek something more fulfilling. Through the Page of Wands, they are actively curious about you and finding ways to stay connected, even if only mentally. And through the Queen of Cups, they are experiencing deep emotional feelings that connect to something intuitive and profound. What you do with this information is completely up to you. I am not here to tell you to pursue someone who is unavailable or to wait around for someone who might never be free to act on these feelings. That is your call, based on your values and what you want for your life. But I can tell you that energetically, this person is very much thinking about you, very much feeling this connection, and very much struggling with the complexity of their situation. I hope this reading brought some clarity to your situation. If any of this resonated with you, I would love to hear about it. And if you are going through something similar, just know that these situations are never simple or easy. Trust yourself and your intuition about what is right for you.